So, I like that. So, right on cue. Right on cue. Well, I'm going to cut all this out. So don't worry about it. It's backwards anyway. See? Lord, I can flip it, I guess. I don't know, man. I can flip it. Told you. It's great when your mind goes blank, you know. It's 3 o'clock. Nah, it's getting close to 3 o'clock. About 2:20. Give or take. Had a great thought, just vanished. You know, while I was getting ready to say that thought, another thought came up, getting ready to say that one. Before I could put it into words, everything gone. Oh, crap. It was really good, too. So this is how I spent a lot of my time trying to think of what I was thinking. I've got to, I figured this out maybe, just theorizing here. It's all, not all. No, you don't want to watch this, really. I'm going to have to heavily edit, censor. YouTube has gotten so tight in the ass. Oh, he said ass. It's in the Bible. It's not in there. But not that I don't think. Maybe it's in the original text. Go back to the original text. Dong is in there. Dong. Yeah, it's in there a couple of times. Pretty sure. You have to fact check me on that. Really, this is not the greatest time to come out, of the shadows. And do you ever really? Hell, the Rastafarians, they say I and I. There's no me. There's no you. We're all one, see? I and I. Now, who did I learn this from? What whiz? What genius? What knowledgeable? Keith Richards. Keith Richards. Yeah, I'm reading his autobiography, which, he has a co-author there, which, smart move, Keith. Can you imagine that guy? He probably looks like this, tearing his hair out. Keith, we're gonna do some work today, Keith. Keith. I mean, that should be in the autobiography. The writing of the autobiography. I mean, people need that, Artists, we always, the cliche of artist, basically, the caricature that we always refer to. I didn't esteem artists, above everything else. No, not me. Not me. After a while, it was like, well, when that right brain, left brain thing came along, I was like, okay, you're an artist. Get over it. You're an artist. Yeah. Artist, whatever. Whatever. Poet, whatever. No, I don't think anybody's comfortable with titles. Queen, King, I'm the King of England. Did you know? Why not, man? I'm an artist. I'm a tranny. I'm a tranny. I'm the Queen of England. I got a good picture of tranny here. If I could just show it to you, I'll show it to you. I can do that maybe. It's a pain in the ass. But, if I had my mirror. What happened to a mirror? There, see the reflection? Oh God, I got to make some money. So I'm half of all these things, oh yeah. Well, anyway, this might not have been it, but I was thinking about time, lag time. There we go. What took me? Is that a 3 or is that a 7? No way. It took me 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes to think of that. 10 minutes, lag time. Oh. See, I've had this theory for a long time that, God can be there with the answer, trying to get a snap, but the old Arthur or whatever, there. I am not drunk, swear, I'm not drunk. It's 3 o'clock, man, give me a break. I was up 3 o'clock last night. Somebody was snoring. Oh my God. Actually, this is the first time since, since I left there, like 24 hours ago, that I haven't had that cat smell in my nostrils. Coming from somewhere, I don't know where it's coming from. It lingers. It lingers. You're sitting in a doctor's office and you haven't had time to take a shower. You just washed your hair. I'm building up your curiosity. Don't you understand? Flag time. Oh, aren't you just dying to know? I wish that light switch was somewhere else. There's a light switch. I'm impossible. By my ear, I like this. It looks like a flag, but it's not. There's a light switch in my head. Can't get it out of your head, can you? Okay, lag time, basically. Just having too much fun here. I've had this theory, about lag time. It's now there's no lag time with the Lord's Prayer. Now, when I say when I make these grandiose statements, take it with a grain of salt. Grain of salt. Grain of salt. Salt is good. Put a little on your rice and the stuff is edible. I hate no salt people. What the hell's wrong with you people? Go ahead, have a freaking heart attack. Ah, jeez. That's harsh. That's harsh. I'm so harsh. So lag time is like when you say a prayer to God, you know, when you talk to God and you ask for something. Now here's what it can boil down to: lag time with your prayers. So say you're hard up for money, and you keep asking God for money. Give us this day our daily bread. In some translations, let me get out the Guttenberg press and look it up. If I could just get to the library, if I could just get to the Guttenberg press, and click on Glutenberg. Gutenberg. See, you can tell I'm a product of this corrupt administration. What administration? Did you say administration? Yes. Not the one in Washington. This other one. The shadow administration. So, no lag time with the Lord's Prayer, but there's lag time. Now, if you just want to communicate with God, if you just want to be with God, well, the way we would say it would be hang out, But I don't like using, slang when I'm talking about these things because it makes me sound, it sounds kind of disingenuous. I have to keep playing with the mouse to keep the lights on. We keep the lights on. The mouse does. So there's no lag time with the Lord's Prayer. When you're like hard up for money, and you keep asking, and then finally you say, daggone it, go out and make some money. And you go out and, rob a bank. Well, that's certainly not the Lord answering your prayers. You didn't give him time to answer your prayers. But, it takes some time, like, if you pray and pray and pray and pray for years for something. And this might be the other thought I had. I really didn't start I didn't become a normal person, and I hate using air quotes like it. I didn't really start being a quote unquote normal person till I was 48, 49, 50, somewhere in those couple of years. God freed me. Yeah, made me free. And all that, it'd take that long time to heal. It might have, but it's not just, you're not just healing, you're living. In that interim period where you want something and then you finally get it. It can be decades. So let's pray and not faint. Don't quit. Keep it up. Hang in there. And in the meantime, you have birthdays, you have romances, you have sin, you have life, you have babies, you have successes, you have failures, you write songs, you learn about yourself. So it's not like, oh, I'm just waiting here. See, I'm looking at my watch. You might not have seen that. I'm looking at my watch. Just waiting. So, why is that? Well, I've wondered that myself. Why does it take so long? And I just come up with a little theory that doesn't really explain it very well, or at all. It maybe explains it. It's a hint of an explanation. Well, we're here, and God is, let's say God is there. Where's there? Well, God is not in a hurry. He can be here lickety-split. He can be here. Oh, don't point your finger at me. He can be here. Really, I think the Lord's Prayer illustrates. The Lord's Prayer, that statement, He can be here instantly, is most true of anything that I've found. But that's just the Lord's Prayer as God is using the Lord's Prayer. That's what it is. God's utilizing the Lord's Prayer. It's Jesus' words. So wouldn't He use something? Wouldn't He use something to validate Jesus? His son, here on earth. Wouldn't that make sense that He would look at those words? This is, I'm trying to encapsulate it in the realm of time, which that's not where it is. So He ordained it, or whatever God does when He anoints something. And what does anoint mean? Well, chooses to use it. And this didn't happen like it was probably before the earth was even the Big Bang or whatever. This was preordained, as they say. And how do we know that? How do we know that? Well, we experience it. That's what we experience. When Jesus said, "Pray thus." But it's just like immediately, it gets buried, and somewhere in human consciousness, millions of other things in there also. And the human consciousness is not the first thing we learn, but it's up there. from what I remember. So all this that we've learned and all this that we're learning, why would he single out the Lord's Prayer to be so instrumental in all of this? Don't know. But it's about us. It's what we should be thinking about. Because